As a group, Natalie, AJ, Jacob, and I, Hannah, were assigned character-based leadership. On campus and hearing feedback from other students, we wanted to understand where they saw it most and if they saw it in themselves. Character-based leadership, by definition, is a person who leads by example and leads by their actions and personality. Someone who puts people in front of their own needs and sacrifices themselves daily in the hope to lift someone else up, using their words and actions, whether it is on a team, workplace, or just everyday life. Our world is full of different types of people and millions of things that require a high level of leadership. This means that there are going to be different types of leadership styles that people use. When it comes to coaching and character-based leadership, it is important to incorporate it to the program. Being in many soccer programs, either as a player or coach, having a coach who personally stood out to what a character-based leader is. Being a prime example of how a coach should demonstrate it to his players and what a character-based leader should be on and off the field. Now being the coach here at Trine University for the women's soccer program, Gary wants to turn the program around, wanting to start with the captains and leading into the rest of the team, along with having a great group of girls to coach that this program will be good to turn around. The quality and capability of this team is going to be an example of character-based leadership that other programs are going to want to have as well. Have you ever experienced someone using character-based leadership? 84% said yes, and 15% said no. Go through different coworkers, as well as your bosses who are there to help you. Everyone is their own type of leader, and their specific character-based skills will show when in a tough situation. Overall, Lindsay feels that she is the type of leader in the workplace that others can look up to and ask any questions if need be. She has been at her place of work for 10 plus years and knows how to deal with just about every situation. In a sticky situation, Lindsay is the type of leader that will help anyone that is in need and will take charge of the situation and help where needed. She is the type of leader that has entrusted her coworkers and herself to get the job done. In her type of work, she tells her coworkers to get their job done and help each other out and always work together.
I, AJ Klimek, interviewed my mom, Suzanne, who's the head of marketing at a company called Transcend. And overall, we really just talked about how you need to be efficient and work effectively when you're working with global clientele as well as working with clientele in the U.S. She basically just talked about how communication is key and how leadership is one of the main things in the workplace. So character-based leadership, it will help lead to get all of your goals done if you do it the right way. My mom believes that her and her team, including her boss and her coworkers, they do a stellar job of teamwork and focusing on communication, which then helps them be so successful in the business world. Overall, character-based leadership is all over the world, and especially in a workplace, and without it, your business will not succeed, and neither will you.
It is very important that you include character-based leadership in coaching sports. A coach who exhibits character-based leadership stands out greatly when you play for them for a season, maybe even more. In my opinion, leading by example is the best way to lead. I feel that this is the best way to lead because I want to make it a positive atmosphere. I could work well in a time crunch and will work hard until the job is done and done right. I like helping people get things done and will help if you ask and will help complete the task you need completed. When things get crazy, I feel the best thing to do is to keep your emotions in check, assess the situation, and the means at your disposal to solve the crisis, and get to work by systematically solving each potential problem that is causing the chaos. Panicking and losing control or complaining about things only exacerbates the fact that there is a problem.
Our first question of the survey was just very basic and to determine our subject and identify if we believe they will hopefully use character-based leadership in their future life. Out of 107 subject responses, 85 subjects responded yes, which was about 79.4% of the total.
Having more than half our subjects respond yes was a great spot to start with the survey, because you then have them thinking right away if their skills are being tested day to day, but also if they think they are leading in the right way or they need to change. 17 of our subjects responded maybe, which we believe that maybe they don't totally know what character-based leadership is, or if they know how to apply it in their daily life. And just 5 subjects out of 107 responses responded no.
For the next graph, where do you find character-based leadership the most? 57 people answered in sports, and it rounds out to about 53%. The next 2 highest were school at 18.7% with 20 responses, and the workplace with 13 responses and just over 12%.
In this graph, we asked, do you find character-based leadership helpful? We asked people around the Trine campus who go to Trine, and we got 107 responses. 92.5% of those said yes, 0% said no, and 7.5% of people said they have not experienced it. So overall, yes was the majority vote, and it looks like character-based leadership is something that everybody sees in their daily lives.